Backstreet's mission statement is that we exist to provide a safe, welcoming, creative environment for anyone who can benefit from the healing powers of art and community, because we believe that art can save your life. Everyone is welcome at Backstreet. We believe that art is for everyone, but we really try to reach out to people who don't have art in their lives, people who are homeless, people who are struggling with addiction or going through recovery. So people who think that they're not artists, those are the ones we really want in. People who, because we're all creative. So oftentimes I volunteer a lot with the food pantry in our town, and I meet people who are homeless or just going through some really bad times in their life. And when I make conversation with them and try to find out if they have art in their lives, they have none. And I just can't even imagine how you can go through life without art, because art has saved me. Art helps me. I struggle with depression. It helps me deal with grief that's happened in my life. And also when I feel injustice in the world, art helps me to sort it out and get it out of where I feel like I'm going to implode or explode. We've been collecting a lot of data on what art can do for people, and it does crazy good stuff to your head. It does crazy stuff to your spirit, and also there are studies that show just by looking at art on the wall, not even participating in making it, helps you physically. You feel a better feeling of happiness. People who go through grief and participate in art therapy can express themselves when oftentimes words don't work. There aren't words to express what we go through. There aren't words to say the sorrow that we're feeling. I don't even know if words have been created that can say that. But by using color or shapes, sometimes it might not make sense to the world, but we're able to get that out and process it. I hope that when people walk in the doors, they immediately feel accepted, that it's a safe place to walk into. And I hope by creating art that people find that they are actually good at something. I believe that art is important in a community and in an individual. I think that having Backstreet just ups the cool factor of our city, because it's a place that's, and it's hard for people to wrap their head around it, because it's a place that's free. You can come in for free and try art. You don't have to go out and purchase things. You don't have to be an artist to walk through the doors. You can just come in. I think it could be a really good example of people in all walks of life creating together. That's just a beautiful picture to me. But if I have something that I know and I share it with somebody who's never had art in their life or feels like they're not a success in anything, and I can help another person just by sharing what I've got. Because it's not just about the art, it's about the community and creating together. And oftentimes when our hands are busy, we're all working together, then our stories come out. And by sharing our stories with each other, I think, it creates, is tolerance the right word? It helps us to understand what someone else's life is like when maybe we were judging it before. Once all of the things that are going on right now in our country and world, sometimes when we meet someone, we're very judgmental. And then when we meet someone who's going through something and we see the personal side and the story side, it changes everything. Now we have Open Studio, and that's a hard thing to wrap our head around. Open Studio is where there are different artists working on site on their own art, and you can come in and work on your own stuff, or you can join in with one of the artists who are here. But the different types of artists that are volunteering their time, we have oil painters, mixed media people who are working on pastels, mosaics, puppet makers, knitters, jewelry makers. We've got all kinds of stuff going on. Amazing the support that we've gotten from all over, people that just know what our mission is through social media. And oftentimes it's artists, because I think we realize what art has done for us. and the importance of it, and so they want to support that. That's how we've been funded so far. Individual donations from people who art has either made a difference in their life or they know someone who would come undone if they didn't have art in their life. We can always use volunteers, people who love people, are accepting of all kinds of people. We have a place on our website that you can go and fill out a volunteer application. It is the coolest place. We always have coffee. There's usually cookies and there's a bunch of art going on. So if you've never tried art, it's a safe place to come. Just try out different things. Everything's free. We'll help you discover something that you're good at, because art really does heal.